Thank you for tuning in to Climate Change in Our World Today with Blake Brody and Nick Bolak. Today's top stories include the devastating wildfires along the West Coast and the effects that the burning has had here in Massachusetts. Also, we will learn about the ongoing results of the Arctic fires earlier this summer and how the fires are releasing record amounts of carbon dioxide into Earth's atmosphere. In the final segment of this newscast, we'll cover hurricane season and the necessary precautions you should take to remain safe. With the current events and natural disasters in our world today, we first need to understand why these events are happening. According to NASA and the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the increase in human activities in the past 10 years has caused an influx in the amount of greenhouse gases being produced. Greenhouse gases are the gases in Earth's atmosphere that trap in the heat emitted by the sun. They are the main cause of global warming. These gases include carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and other fluorinated gases. Controlling the amount of these gases is necessary to sustain life and the temperature on our planet. Earth has warmed about 2 degrees since the 1880s and is expected to warm anywhere between 2.5 to 10 degrees over the next century. If we continue to release these greenhouse gases, we can expect to see major changes in the future of our planet. These would include changes in precipitation patterns, an increase in droughts and heat waves, sea levels will rise, the Arctic will lose all of its ice, and the intensity and frequency in hurricanes will increase. As we acknowledge the current wildfires along the West Coast, we can see that some have been caused because of the continuous heat waves and droughts produced by climate change.
The wildfires that are burning throughout the West Coast are causing devastating damage, large-scale evacuations, and poor air quality that is spreading across the country. These fires erupt from aggressive heat waves due to the climate change, but also can be seen as consequences for human mistakes. On September 5th, there was a failed gender reveal that caused the El Dorado fire in San Bernardino, California. According to the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, the El Dorado fire has burned more than 22,500 acres of land and has killed 1 firefighter and injured many more. There are also 85 other similar wildfires throughout the West Coast, totaling an amount of 3.6 million acres. With 20-mile-per-hour winds and extremely dry weather on the West Coast, these conditions make it extremely difficult to extinguish the fires. In the West Coast, the skies turn bright orange. People are advised to stay inside as they will be safer. Smoke from the fires has already begun to travel to the East Coast, creating dangerous breathing conditions. The dangerous breathing conditions are due to the ash in the sky from the past week. However, the residents of Massachusetts experienced a gray tint to the sky and cooler temperatures due to the smoke shielding the sun. Here's an actual footage from Sterling, Massachusetts that shows the smoke shield high in the atmosphere. While the wildfires in the West Coast continue to burn, the ongoing fires in the Arctic that started earlier this summer have produced a record amount of carbon into the atmosphere. There are currently over 600 hotspots spread across the Arctic Circle that, if burned, can produce over 146 megatons of carbon into the atmosphere. These hotspots are very flammable because they contain peat, which is a form of soil made from decomposing matter. After the fire dies out, the snow and ice are covered in black ash, which attracts and absorbs sunlight. As more ash begins to cover the Arctic terrain, the peat will continue to burn and release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. The smoke emits dangerous chemicals like carbon monoxide and cyanide, which is very harmful to animals and increases the chances of asthma and heart conditions in humans.
There are still 2 months left in hurricane season, and with currently 22 named storms, 2020 is projected to beat the record of 28 storms set in 2005. According to the NOAA, the reasoning behind this increase in more damaging storms is due to the combination of La Nina and climate change. La Nina is a weather pattern of strong winds which causes colder ocean temperatures and allows storms to develop stronger and more frequently. It In addition to this, the effects of climate change also contribute to this above-average hurricane season. As the average global temperature increases, these higher water temperatures allow hurricanes to gain more power before making. For further questions and information about hurricanes near you, go to the National Hurricane Center, and you can also donate to disaster relief organizations like the American Red Cross and the International Medical Corps. Every dollar makes a difference. From Worcester, Massachusetts, this is Blake Brody and Nick Bolak, signing off.